one of the biggest leagues that kids throughout Northeast Ohio are getting a chance to get involved in youth football. So, Jason, thank you so much for joining us in studio today.
Oh, it's an absolute honor to be here, and I thank you guys for having me on.
So you are director of Muni football.
Yes, director of Muni football.
Yeah. So you played for Muni football?
I played for Muni football. I played with the East 97th Street Bulldogs.
That's right. I had that written down here. The Bulldogs. There he is.
Is that how you started, or when did you start playing football? What did you grow up playing?
So I grew a love for football. Of course, just watching it on television. You know, I mean, every Saturday we'd be at Uncle's house watching Notre Dame. You know, that was something to do on the weekend. Back then, we used to play a lot of street football. You know, emulating our pros. You know, I wanted to be Joe Montana. I always wanted to be a quarterback.
Yeah.
But deep down inside, I was really a lineman.
Yeah. Every kid begins throwing a football, right? Yeah. And then gradually, come on, let's be realistic. But that's how it starts.
Yeah.
It really does.
So then what age did you get involved in Muni?
So I started playing Muni. I went out for the team. I think I was around 10 or 11 years old. And my first time playing organized football and that real structure. You know, I was a grandma's boy, mama's boy. So
never told me that.
Went out there first year. Well, I wasn't quite cut out for it. I quit. You know, coaches yelling, it's hot. We running laps. You know, I'm a little pudgy kid. So it didn't work out for me first year, but I knew I wanted to play.
There you go.
So then you got on the team then, right? No, or did you get on the team the next year? What happened?
Yeah, after quitting the first year, I went out again the next year.
Yeah.
You know, so you can't quit, you know. And then, you know, some of my buddies, you know, they were playing and, you know, I didn't want them to show me up. Oh, man, you've been talking all this football talk. You know, you do a great job on the street playing ball and a lot, you know, and you can't handle it on the field. So I got it together, and I had some coaches that really pushed me and really, spoken to me.
Yeah.
You know.
Can I ask, what was the difference maker from, the year you didn't want to play, that 10 and 11 year? I'm asking selfishly because I have a 9, almost 10-year-old who needs motivated
on the way here. She was even talking about this.
She needs extra push. So was it the coaching? What was it that made you...
Well, it clicked.
The
enthusiasm.
Made you click? Yeah.
You know what? The enthusiasm, and I think the fact that all my buddies continued to play. So each week they're going to the games, they're coming back, they got their equipment on, they're excited about what they did, in the game, whether they won or lost. And that year, the year that I didn't play, that I quit, the team made it to the championship.
Wow. Yeah.
And,
so they had a lot to talk about.
They had a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
So, I wanted to be a part of helping them get back to a championship.
Yeah.
And, that next year, like I said, just it clicked. Right. And the coaches really pushed me, and, they didn't let me, try to go out there and be shy and hide.
Yeah.